boxes and piled and stinking garbage sacks cluttered the space. It felt eerie being inside, as if someone were watching. Glass crunched as his boots made a path through the room and the kitchen. As he went, he cringed, wondering why the hell anyone would live like this. In the hallway, Lance made a path between the rakes and shovels leaning against the walls and on the floor. Listening for any sign of life, he came to 2 empty bedrooms. A rake lay upside down on the floor in one of them, near large pieces of wood by what appeared to be a big hole. Fascinated by something so out of the ordinary, he looked into the hole and cautiously stared down into the darkness. The heavy, dank fragrance coming from below smelled familiar. He cringed at the dirty, musty smell that reminded him of Vietnam's elephant grass, something he thought a very peculiar scent and which he never expected to smell again, and backed away quickly. Retracing his steps to the front door, he pulled a piece of white torn terry cloth from his pocket and tied it to the handle of the broken door, just as the sheriff had requested, so it would show a fire crew that the trailer was not occupied. Hell, he thought, let the damn place burn. He hastened back to the Olivers, fearing that Larry's heat exhaustion might not have improved. Better check on him before I inform the sheriff that the trailer's unoccupied. A brief thought about his lodge, and whether or not to leave it up, crossed his mind as he passed by it. Too much critical attention and energy lay ahead for tomorrow for him to think about taking down and securing the lodge, or give a thought to any woman. He was now at the Olivers' front door, waiting for Joyanne to appear. He thought it was taking her a long time after his knock. He was debating whether to go inside when the door opened. "Larry's not breathing right," she said, turning immediately and scouting back to the bedroom to her husband. "Did you wash him down?" asked Lance, who followed. "Yes," she said, "but it didn't seem to help. He's still so hot." "Get anything cool down him?" he asked as they entered the bedroom. "Spits it out," she said, tears forming. In the stifling room, Larry lay upside down on the sweated bed, legs and arms askew, clad in his briefs. Lance knew at once Larry was suffering from extreme heat exhaustion. Unless he and Larry's wife were able to take the right actions, it could lead to a life-threatening emergency, and they were far from any real medical help. Joyanne and Lance stood beside the bed. "We've got to get him into a tub of water. Is there a bathtub in this house?" "No, Larry doesn't want anything in this ranch house but a shower." "Okay," said Lance in a firm voice. "Turn on the nearest one with cool, not hot water." "Bathroom's over there," pointed Joyanne, who stood bending over to feel Larry's shoulder. "He's so hot," she moaned as she stood, immobile, not comprehending what Lance was asking her to do. Lance came and turned her to him. "Mrs. Oliver," he said, "I need your help. We've got to get him into water, cool, not hot. Do you understand?" He lifted her head, and he saw the dense look in her eyes and knew that she, too, might be in shock. He patted her face gently. "Do you know who I am?" he asked quietly. She gave no response. So he had to somehow move Larry into the shower without her help. He went to the bed, turned his boss to his side, slid an arm under his shoulder, and pushed him off the bed. "What the heh?" sputtered the boss. Lance knelt by his side and shouted into Larry's left ear. "Move!" The inert man's arms flailed. "Let's try again," shouted Lance. When attempting to help